responsibility if I win the race is getting beer for everyone, the whole paddock.
Well, I actually have motivation to win.
Exactly. That's
Welcome to WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca. This is one of the coolest events on the IMSA calendar, one of the coolest racetracks. Of course, has the famous Corkscrew. Just a joy to be out here in Laguna Seca. It is beautiful weather, not a cloud in the sky. We've got one practice session this afternoon, an hour and a half. It's gonna be a bit hectic because you gotta get a lot in that hour and a half today to be able to produce some content, but looking forward to it. I had a very long travel day to get here yesterday with a bunch of flight delays. Did some traveling for work, just such a pleasure. It took me 17 hours to get here, but we're here now, knocking it out. Like I said, beautiful weather, great racetrack to be at. Let's get after it. Just hanging out in the WeatherTech paddock right now, getting some shots in the garage of some of the cars. The Pfaff McLaren's coming with the new Motul livery on it. That's a new livery for this weekend. It looks really nice. Love that they've incorporated some white. It's nice and bright. Just gonna hang out here, gonna meet up with some clients and do some chit chat, get some few more shots. You'll notice that there's actually quite a few spectators just wandering to the paddock here. And that's because, like I always say in these IMSA races, when you buy a ticket, general admission ticket, you get access to the paddock. You can walk right around, see the cars up close, even let kids sit in the cars sometimes. It's a great experience for the whole family. Yeah, it was nice.
Very motivated.
Until I turned around and went back up the hill.
Oh yeah.
Next year, I'm gonna rent a hotel farther, closer to the beach, so I don't have to go
flat up and down the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hills down here are no joke. It's like running around Spa.
Yeah. There's the big man.
What up, dude? Good?
Fantastic.
Dude, you're all over the place.
Yes, sir. We go to Masano next week. Get some pizzas. Let's go.
You're a madman.
Hell yeah. Just about time for FP1 here. I'm down in the pits for qualifying, so down here about 15 minutes early. It's always important to get down here early so you can get the drivers climbing in the cars, because sometimes drivers like to get in 10 minutes before, some get in 2 minutes before, but you got to get those guys who are in 10 minutes before. In fact, I actually stopped by the BMW paddock. The drivers always get in the paddock over at BMW, and they do it 20 minutes before the session, so I got there nice and early. People getting in, got some really cool 60 camera stuff, so hopefully that looks good. We're going to get the drivers climbing into the cars here shortly and start this session. I'm going to do mostly pit lane for this, so I've got my fire suit and my helmet on, so I look kind of ridiculous. I can shoot from the island as well, get some stuff on the front stretch. I might make my way over to turn 3 after to get some shots. And then for trackside stuff, I've got Jared here. Jared, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jared. I'm a videographer, and Mark is holding me here hostage.
Correct. Over Jared from the Sebring vlog. He's here out of the Corkscrew right now to get some stuff there. Got to get the iconic Corkscrew shot nice and early in the weekend to send to clients. So he's out there doing that. Let's get this practice session started. So it doesn't bother me.
Pure athlete.
Exactly. I crashed my bike the other week.
No.
Yeah, so I went riding with my buddy Niagara, and I was like, we're going up a climb, like the smallest little climb, and this car just decided he couldn't see, like he didn't want to cross the other lane, he couldn't see. He's like, oh, I'll just drive right next to them. So my buddy was standing climbing, and the car came right next to him, and he almost hit his wheel, and he spooked it. So he hit his brakes. I ran into him. So I spun a full 180 and went down. He was fine, he stayed up. But I was okay, bruise on my knee. Exactly.
Yeah, who cares about the body?
Exactly. The body will heal. The carbon is expensive.
I crashed the first day on my new bike. Damaged it.
So the first time I clipped in on the new carbon,
Brutal.
I fell over immediately.
Really?
Because I'd only ever had SPDs before that, like mountain
yeah.
biking cleats.
Yeah.
So I just clipped in, and I went to push, and I was in the small ring from the store, and I didn't realize that I had no momentum, and it's
Anyone see it?
no, thank God. Right now, I'm just using the 24-70 at 70 millimeter. You're wondering, like, why are you so wide, like, when you're shooting the cars on the track? Well, when you're doing, like, a cinematic edit, it's really important to have a variety of shots. Show the expanse, show how wide the track is, show things in the background and the foreground. Not everything needs to be super close up when you're shooting trackside. You just mix it up. Alrighty, well, I forgot to do an update at the track, and then forgot to do it when we get back to the hotel or at dinner. So just got out of the shower and put my hanging out in the hotel outfit on. Big U2 guy, big U2 guy. I asked my wife to marry me at a U2 concert in Chicago, actually. But yeah, got the AC blasting. It's really hot in here, even though it's cold outside. It's hot inside the hotel room. We can't open the window because it's really loud. So we're just blasting the AC, you know, like as you do when you're in America, right? Yeah, got a little bit more work to do. Just gotta cut a few things up. Dinner was good. We had pizza because we always have pizza. And yeah, not a bad day. I think we got everything done that we needed. I wasn't super happy with the one recap that I made, but the client was happy. But I think we can definitely improve on it tomorrow. But I'm my own worst critic, always thinking that I can do a better job, which is good. It's a blessing and then also a curse that you always want to push yourself harder, but then also like you have to take a moment and remind yourself that, like, you know what? It's okay. This is good. Take a moment and be like, wow, this is a good piece, and, you know, appreciate it. But yeah, tomorrow we're going to get in pretty early. We have a session at 9:15, then we have autograph session, we have qualifying. So a bit of a longer day tomorrow. Today was weird. 1 90-minute practice, that was it. It felt like it wasn't long enough. But yeah, we'll get in tomorrow, bright and early. We'll see you then. Yes. We went to Starbucks. Now, before you judge us for going to Starbucks, we went to a local place yesterday, and it wasn't good. The food was good, but the service was absolutely horrible. So we just went to Starbucks today, okay? It's consistently mediocre. It's fine. It was expensive. This was like $30, like American, which for me as a Canadian is like horrible because I gotta add like 40% to everything. But yeah, we just went to Starbucks, okay? Let's go to the racetrack. Saturday morning here at Laguna Seca, and once again, it's a beautiful morning, not too hot, not a cloud in the sky, beautiful light. We got a practice session coming up at 9:15. So looking forward to today. We got practice, we got qualifying, we got some other race series on track. There's Pilot Challenge, Super Trofeo. We only really have to shoot WeatherTech. Might shoot some GT4 stuff for BMW during the Pilot Challenge race. They haven't requested any, but I do like to send a little bit of GT4, or at least get some stuff in case they're on podium, because it's definitely worth putting in the Instagram story. You know, promote customer teams, it's important. Help build that relationship with the brand. So I'm gonna head over to the garage here, see what's going on, see what's up, and then head into the pit lane, kind of the same way we started yesterday, but just much earlier today, so we had to be up a lot earlier. In fact, I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning because my body thought it was 7 a.m. So I'm a little sleepy, but we'll get through it. Let's get this day started. Practice one finished and it was really rough. Like, didn't get a lot of stuff that I wanted to get because just not a lot really happening. They're not even changing tires very often, and they don't do like practice pit stops a lot of the time, and the crew members can wear like pants and a t-shirt during practice. They don't know helmets or anything. So any of the stuff you use, you can't cheat into a race weekend edit because they're not wearing fire suits or anything like they will be on race day. So it's tough. Like, that's why the European Championships are way easier, because the guys are always wearing fire suits. Like, it's just so much easier. But here it's tough. Like, luckily Jared was out getting trackside stuff, but man, not a lot there. So kind of feels like I was there for an hour and a half. Feels like kind of a waste. But hopefully we can get to editing, and hopefully we can work some magic editing, and everything will be all right. Well, now the autograph session, look who I ran into. It's Jamie Price.
Mark.
He brought his family to the race this weekend.
Because why wouldn't you bring your family to the IMSA race?
Juliet, how are you?
Are you liking the IMSA race?
Are you having fun?
Do you like race cars?
Got a forward flag. Yeah, let's go.
I was thinking about doing some slow shutter stuff. Do you want me to do it around here? Or do you want me to do it?
You gotta be like in motion, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or even, can you do a walking time lapse?
Yeah.
With the X and Q mode?
Yeah.
Do like 1 frame a second at like an 1/8 or something, and just like walk up and down a few times. So every 24 frames will be one second, right?
Cool.
And then you want to stop it down, or you want to basically adjust your shutter speed.
To what?
Like an 1/8? 1/8 is probably good. And then you're gonna need to adjust exposure, obviously. So what I usually do is I stop it, like I would stop it down to like F20 or something, and then put it on manual focus and just make it wide, because then the focus won't be hunting while you're walking around. Look at this, look at this lesson moment here.
All right.
Yeah, well, every moment I have to spend teaching you is money coming off your invoice.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Fred, how's your autograph session going?
Autographs were signed. Fans were smiling. All in all, good. Pretty good.
Did you take pictures of it?
No, I watched. I made a photo or two.
Awesome.
So there were more kids on this one, which that sounds really strange. I'm not like that, but we like to capture moments with like little kids because that's the next generation of racing fans. So there was like a ton of like kids and teenagers that were super excited to get their hero card signed or get a sticker and meet the drivers. So like that actually makes for better photos when you have emotion and you have like people that are genuinely excited, etc. And so yeah, that's cool.
Awesome. All right, Fred, so when we get back to the media center, I got some questions for you in my Instagram story. If you want to hear from the great Fred Hardy, you good to answer some questions?
Yeah, I can answer a few. We'll get a few knocked out while we edit.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Hi everybody, I'm actually in Spa right now in Belgium. Look, it's a sheep. Look at this sheep. There he is. Yeah, so the interview with Fred, it's really good, but it's quite long. It's like 14 minutes long, and I didn't want to trim it down and put a portion of it in the video. So what I decided to do is post it as its own video, and you can go watch it right now because I posted it as exactly the same time as this video. So just go back to the channel as soon as you're done watching this video, or, you know, take a break from this video and go watch the video with Fred. It's a really great interview with Fred. Fred's an awesome guy, close friend of mine, and it's just fun to ask him some questions and get his perspective on life as a motorsport photographer and where he came from. So go check out that video if you want to see the full interview with Fred, and let me know in the comments if you want to see more interviews. I think I'm going to do that more often, but let me know if that's something you'd like to see. Leave a comment down below. So yeah, enjoy the interview with Fred, either now or after this video. But if you leave, come back and watch the rest of this video, because we're monetized now, so it's very important. Thanks. Alrighty, it's been an interesting day, lots of editing. I feel like all I've been doing is being relegated to the pit lane and then editing, but we got autograph session, got all that, chit chat with Fred, and now it's time for qualifying. So back to the pit lane for me again. Jared's out trackside. Normally we always do qualifying from the pits. Obviously last week at Brands Hatch I went out for qualifying, but based on the timesheets, pretty good chance that we could have a car on pole. So I'm gonna head to the pit so we can get that celebration shot if need be. So looking forward to it. Should be a good qualifying. It's two 15-minute sessions, one for GTP and then one for the GTD and GTD Pro cars. So 10-minute break in between so they do the pole award, but hopefully we'll have a car on pole, because this makes that content at the end of the day a lot easier. We have a fun story to tell. Time during qualifying, there's not really much going on. All the cars are out, so we actually like literally stand here and watch the screen to see what's happening. Can I get a quote from you after? If you want to drop your helmet, that's fine. If you want to do it right now, if you like.
I'm happy to do it now.
Sure. Alright, Phil. Let's come into the sun actually. There we go, perfect. You good? Right, so you just talk to me the whole time. So P3 in the 12s was in 12 and a half, so how was it?
It was so much fun. I mean, those cars around here with this new tarmac are incredible. Car was really good, really dialed in. Was there more in there? I think a little bit, but wouldn't have been enough for pole. But we take P3, very happy for the team, and let's do even better tomorrow.
Perfect, thanks, Thank you. So back in the media center now. P3 in GTP, so just cutting up a piece for that. There's actually a press conference going on. Sebastian Bourdais is up there chit-chatting about his position in GTP. I'll have the other race centers coming in as well in the other classes. Take questions from the media, but we're just going to get some editing done now, and then hopefully get out here at a reasonable hour. It's 5:30 now, maybe by 7.
Yeah. Being able to control the race is always nice.
Jared, how was your day?
Pretty good. Some good stuff today. Qualifying was really pretty. Practice was good. It was long. Got some good stuff in.
Yeah, it was long. Hour and a half is long, man. Especially when you're in the pits for the whole time. And the cars are out on long runs and you're like, well, I guess I'll just stand here. Like, there's only so much you can film of like guys looking at computers. So yeah, I mean, weird day for me because I spent so much time in the pits, but like, got everything done. Clients are happy. That's the important thing. You know, that's the most important thing. So everybody's happy. We are gonna go get some dinner. I think we're gonna go to Chipotle. Gotta make at least one Chipotle trip per race weekend in IMSA. And it's right by the hotel, so I think we'll just do Chipotle. We did pizza last night. You can't do pizza 2 nights in a row. Yeah. Well, you can in Long Beach when you have CPK 4 times in 2 days, but hey, Chipotle night. See y'all tomorrow.
What's happening? Not too much. Taking pictures? You know, doing the thing. Taking pictures. Yeah. Healing people's souls.
Yep, you know. Exactly. That's what we do out here.
That's why I do not let my picture get taken.
You're gonna make a vlog this time, Steve.
This is bull
in the vlog.
be in the vlog.
I don't believe you.
It's gonna be in it. Good morning from Laguna Seca Sunday race day. We were just doing some tracking shots here in the paddock with our wonderful golf cart. Jared's got the gimbal there, so I'm just driving. He's just getting some shots of the flags and things, and fans walking around. It's nice when you have a crew of people to be able to do shots like, you know, different tracking stuff. We don't have a morning warm-up anymore, so IMSA got rid of the warm-up, so we didn't have to come until much later today, which is actually kind of nice. I was able to go running in Monterey this morning and have a nice leisurely morning coming in. And soon we'll have the grid walk in about 45 minutes where all the fans come down the grid, and then we'll shoot that, and then it's basically right into the race. It's nice and early. It's at 10 after 12, which is great because it'll be done early, which means we can catch our red-eye flights tonight, but not great because the lighting is going to be pretty lame at high noon. But that's pretty typical for IMSA. The race is usually in the middle of the day. Okay, so right now I'm setting up gear to go to the grid for the grid walk. I've got the FX6 full on. I have a couple people asked me about the handle that I have on here. So this is actually like an aftermarket, like ergonomic handle, so you can move this up and down and kind of adjust it. So when you put it on your shoulder, you can put the hand, like you can have the grip like down here. You know, it's just more ergonomic. So that's from a company called Shape out of Montreal. They're fantastic, highly recommend them. And then we've got 24-70 on here, the Sigma. I'm actually just going to put a circular polarizer on there as well before I go shoot the grid. I think on really sunny days like this, it just helps to take some of the glare off of everything, which I really like. It can cause a little bit of color casting. Luckily, this is a Hoya filter that's been very good. I've been using DC in the past, and I've kind of noticed they might be turning my footage a little bit blue. So I'm going to use the Hoya here today. And yeah, we'll head down to the grid. I do have my A7S III with me as well, but I'm not using it right now because I have Jared with me. He's got an FX3, and he's going to be shooting gimbal down on the grid while I do handheld stuff. So just so we have two different vibes of footage as we kind of walk around. It's all vibes. We just shoot vibes. You know, we just shoot based on vibes. So yeah, we'll get down to the grid, get a whole bunch of people-y stuff. We have to get a whole bunch of different things down there. I like shooting the grid. I like having the atmosphere, showing how busy the event is. It's a really cool time to shoot, and the IMSA grids are great because they let all the fans down on the grid, right? Buy a general admission ticket, you can go to the grid walk. So it's really cool. So we'll head down there now and get started. Pit walk is so busy. It's awesome to see everybody down here. Oh my God, it's Nikki Katzberg. Hey. Look who it is. Say hello to everyone, Nikki.
Hello, everyone.
You're on pole.
Have you seen my new sponsor?
I have not. Let's get that in there.
Who do you think that is?
Looks like a brewery or something.
Richard Westbrook.
Wow, that Westbrook.
That Westbrook, and apparently if I win the race, he's getting beer for everyone, the whole paddock.
Well, I actually have motivation to win.
Exactly.
Good luck today. I just want to get GTP. One of the things I love about motorsport is everyone thinks it's super high tech, and it is, but there are so many super non-high tech things. Like, you see this? That is some tubing taped down, so when they set a tire here, it doesn't roll away. Grid walk completed. Now for the start, I stayed as long as you could before they kicked you off, so I was able to get the drivers getting in the cars, and now I'm gonna head just to the inside, or sorry, I guess, yeah, the inside. Drivers left. Outside, inside, of turn 3 to shoot the start. It'll be a nice spot. Hopefully there'll be some dust kicked up from the previous turn. Jared is down with the golf cart outside of turn 1, getting a classic shot in turn 1, but I'll get a shot in 3 because basically you can just walk here. It's the closest place to walk from the pit lane, so it's a good spot to shoot the start from. I shot the start from right up behind me there where there's a bit of a gap by the TV camera there, but now I'm just getting some shots here in turn 3 through the fence. And remember, like we've said in the past, when you're shooting through a fence, just make your aperture as low as you go, shoot at a really long focal length, like I'm fully extended here. Super long focal length, and get as close to the fence as you possibly can. minutes in and I'm just constantly watching the clock. I've got about 40 minutes till I need to go put my fire suit on to go to the pit lane to shoot the first round of pit stops. So it's just constantly moving, getting to new spots, and then running back to get that fire suit on. Go, 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 these short races. Exit of turn 3 now underneath the Continental Bridge. It's a really good spot at long local leg to try and get someone dipping their tires off by this rumble strip here. And I've nailed a couple, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm just at 35 mil doing some pans under the bridge. Pit stop in the media center. I got the fire suit on, got the helmet on. I'm gonna get reset and go back out and shoot these pit stops now. So here in IMSA, I'm not allowed to go into the pit lane itself to like run around the cars like I do in Europe. You can do it during practice, but we can't do it during the race. But I can go to the island, like the pit wall basically, the wall between the front stretch and the pit lane. As long as I'm wearing a full fire suit and helmet, I can do that. So I'm gonna do that, because shooting pit stops from behind the wall is just so difficult with this NASCAR style pit lane. It's so tight, there's people throwing tires around, there's so many cars, you're just not likely to get a good shot. So I'm gonna go to the island. It's not my favorite shot, it doesn't look that great, super cinematic, but I'll be able to get pit stops at least from there and actually have like a car in it and see guys changing tires. So we'll get that done and we'll check in with you in a bit. Well, finally on Sunday, race day, halfway through the race, I finally made it to the most famous part of this racetrack, Corkscrew. I've been in the pit lane and stuff all weekend, so finally here. I'm actually going to shoot this from inside the spectator area. You see I'm on this side of the fence, so again, don't need credentials. Stand right here where any spectator can stand and shoot. Great spot. Hello, Pete. I'm in the woods now on the other side of the Corkscrew. Driver's left. Kind of feel like special ops here, hiding in the bushes, but I came up here because I saw Camden. Usually wherever Camden Thrasher is probably a pretty good spot, so that's why I came over here. All right, so Corkscrew shots done. We're back in the media center now. We're just kind of in a holding pattern. 20 minutes to go. Just gonna watch for another 10 minutes to see what happens while we're dumping cars and everything. And then we'll head out to the pit lane and see if we need to shoot a celebration. It's looking good for Turner Motorsport, BMW. They're in P1, GTD. So if they can hold on, near race win for BMW. It's been a rough weekend for racing for BMW with both GT cars at the WEC race in Spa. Both crashed out. And then it's been rough for the GTP front as well. So hopefully they can hold on and win this race. It's also the 557th race for Turner, so a huge deal. Hopefully, fingers crossed, they'll pull this out. And next up, we'll be watching a celebration match.
Well, hello everyone. In classic Merban video style, I didn't record an outro when I was in Laguna because we had to catch a red eye, and I was upset about not being able to have a shower before my red eye because the lounge was busy and the showers were taken. So anyway, yeah, let's give a little recap of Laguna Seca. It was a really fun weekend. Laguna's a really fun track to go to. It is a beautiful area of the United States. The rolling hills around it are unbelievable. I love going there. It's a lot of fun. You know, it's quite a drive from San Francisco or even San Jose, depending what airport you fly into, but it is a beautiful area. Monterey is a really nice town. It's a little bit on the expensive side, but it is a trendy area. And you know, it's just nice to be out in that part of the world. I'd love to go like cycling out there or something, but it was a lot of fun to just be out in Monterey. And thanks to Jared for coming out and giving me a hand. You know, he really made it, you know, a lot easier on me getting some trackside stuff while I was in the pits doing pit lane stuff. So it really helped us, you know, get the edits done and make the clients happy, and that's what's important. So Jared did a great job. I've worked with him a few times in the past, and we're going to work together more in the future. So awesome to have him along. Oh my God, there's a dog over there. Look, it's a dog. I think it's a sheep, actually. Okay, well, there's some kind of animal over there under the table. Anyway, I'm sorry, I get really excited when I see like adorable animals. But yeah, I had a good time. It was a really enjoyable weekend, and it's too bad that we only go out there, you know, once a year. Only get out to California twice a year, and it's 3 weeks apart with Long Beach and Laguna Seca. I've never been to Sonoma. I'd like to go there as well. I think, you know, it's nice to hang out in California. California kind of feels like it's its own country. It's weird. Like, that's what I kind of like about traveling in the U.S. is that you get to experience so many different cultures. And, you know, I've joked with friends that the U.S. could almost be 5 or 6 completely different countries. It's kind of how it feels. So it's really nice to be out there. I'm out in Belgium right now for some events at Spa-Francorchamps, which is like 5 minutes drive up the road there. So that's coming in vlogs. Sorry that we had to wait an extra week for this one. We're gonna get back to weekly stuff soon. I am very busy. I do not have a week off for like another 6 weeks. So a lot of traveling. I'll be going back and forth across the Atlantic several times. Good for my frequent flyer miles. Keeping my body right. I didn't take care of my body last year doing this, and now I'm, you know, taking care of my body, training, running, getting the right amount of sleep, prioritizing sleep, and eating healthy. Although I've had pizza 3 days in a row. But you know what? It's European pizza, which isn't unhealthy. That's the way it works. So, yeah. It is definitely a sheep, by the way. I'm looking again now, it's a sheep. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, really appreciate it. If you want to get great music-free videos, you can go to audio.com, audio with 2 I's. I have a link down in the description below. If you use that link and use my code SAVE70, you will get 70% off the first year of your pro subscription. All the music in this video is from audio.com. It's a great service. I use their sound effects all the time. They have so many things in the library that are clear for YouTube monetization. So they're an amazing service to use. Also, if you like my hat, my Icon LD snapback, this is my favorite one that I have, or you like my t-shirt, or now they have hoodies again over at lockdownbrand.com. You can use my discount code MARK10 and you'll get 10% off. And I do get a small commission. Be totally transparent about that. All my gear is linked in the description below. There's your Amazon affiliate links. Again, totally transparent about that. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, folks. Like, share, subscribe. I'm gonna try and grow the channel as best I can. So really appreciate everyone for, you know, following my journey. And we'll see you in the next video, which is the Misano GT World Challenge race. You get to see some craziness with Valentino Rossi. Here's a little bit of a sample. So make sure you tune in next week for that one. Bye.